What's going on, you guys? It's Rahul here, back again with another video, and today, you guys saw the title of today's video. We're back here with the weekly game pick, so of course, you guys know what to do. Before we do get started, please make sure you like the video if you guys did enjoy, as it really helps out the channel, and it helps me grow my channel. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and you're a fan of the NFL or the NBA and you watch this content consistently. I am trying to reach 100 subscribers, and it would be greatly appreciated if we could reach that goal. We're very close to reaching that goal. The support lately has been amazing, and I really appreciate it. And I'll also do Q&A when we reach 100 subscribers. So if you guys want to learn more about me, and you guys are a fan of this content and watch consistently, but you guys haven't subscribed already, please make sure you guys subscribe. But with all that being said, let's get into today's game picks. And of course, the first game we got is the Arizona and Seattle game. Now, I'm gonna guess, you guys, I'm not sure when you guys look at this. It's probably gonna be Wednesday the 18th of November or the 19th of November, which is Thursday, which is the day when this game is happening. And last week, Seattle, they lost to the Rams. Now, it didn't go, how do I put it? The defense did not play as bad as I thought they would, but the offense did not play great. And they lost 16-23. Arizona, as we all know, had a very crazy win against Buffalo. They came back in the fourth quarter. You know, oh man, when did they come back? I know they came back, but yeah, correct me. I can't exactly remember right now, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. If you guys do remember, please make sure you guys just comment, correct me in the comment section. Sorry about that, but going back to the game. If you ask me, Arizona, they did beat Seattle. The previous matchup, and it was one of the best games we've seen all of the year. And if you ask me, I do think that this game is gonna go in Seattle's favor, because I do think Seattle's gonna bounce back, and I do think they're gonna, because you can never really count out Russell Wilson. You know, there have been times when I was even doubtful about whether the Seattle Seahawks would make the playoffs, but Russell Wilson continues to prove people wrong, and Russell Wilson is just that good. He's gonna, I think he's good at proving people wrong, and I think he's gonna lead the Seattle Seahawks to a win here. Now, I do think it will be close, because Arizona has been a very good team this year, as we all know, and Seattle, they've been pretty good. But I do think this is going to be a close game. I'm going to have Seattle winning this one 27-31. And our next matchup is Jacksonville and Pittsburgh. Now, Pittsburgh last week against Cincinnati, they did a better job of just not playing down to their competition, because against the Dallas game, even though they won, one big concern was the Dallas Cowboys were playing like their third or fourth string quarterback, and he made this a game. Like this, the Cowboys should have never been in that game to start with, to begin with, you know. And Pittsburgh, they have arguably the NFL's best defense, and the fact that it was that close is definitely really concerning. But they, of course, going back to this game, I think not Seattle, man, sorry about that. I think Pittsburgh is not gonna, I think they can continue to, you know, just not play down to their competition, because if they can keep that up against Cincinnati, I think they will win this game. Well, yeah, I think they're going to win this game. But going on to Jacksonville, one thing I really like to see about Jacksonville is that even though they've only won one game all year, the thing is they haven't really looked like a one-win team this year, you know? Because even against the good teams, they at least make this thing somewhat close. Like, you might think, oh, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they're going to lose by 30, but they end up maybe losing by just 8 points, you know? So I do think this game will be relatively close, but I'm going to have Pittsburgh winning this one 33-21. Next up, we got Detroit and Carolina. Carolina has been looking not terrible this year, you know, and the crazy part is Christian McCaffrey has been out for a good part of this year. Now, they did lose kind of badly against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but if you ask me, I do think the Carolina Panthers are still not that bad of a team. Now, are they the best team in the NFL? Certainly not, but they are not a terrible team. And against Detroit, if I'm not, yeah, they beat Washington last week. It was kind of close, and they did nearly blow it, but Detroit, you know, they did beat Washington nonetheless. If you ask me, I do think Carolina's the better team, and I'm going to have them winning this one, but it's going to be kind of high scoring. I do think both teams I'd say Carolina's better, but it's not by a country mile, but I'm going to have Carolina winning this one 29-24. And our next game is my New England Patriots versus the Houston Texans. And last week, my New England Patriots, they beat the Baltimore Ravens. So I'm very happy about that. We're 4-5. And if you ask me, I think we should be able to beat Houston. Now, there's no doubt Houston has looked a lot better now that Bill O'Brien is no longer the coach of this team. But I do think if Cam Newton can continue to play well, and if the defense continues to play well. Now, Stephon Gilmore, I'm not sure if he's going to be playing in this game, but even then, if the defense can still play well, if the entire team can play well, Jacoby Myers continues to play well, the skills position group continues to play well, if Damian Harris continues to play well, if the whole entire team continues to play well, then I do think they should be able to win this game. And I'm going to give this one to the New England Patriots 26-17. And next up, we got Tennessee and Baltimore. And Baltimore, as I said, well, as you guys already know, they lost to my New England Patriots. And Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken, was last week their bye? Yeah, okay, I can't oh no, they lost to Indianapolis on Thursday, and it was kind of ugly. And I do think Baltimore is gonna bounce back. They have not been looking great lately, but I do think they will bounce back, and I do think Tennessee will make this a close game though. And I'm gonna have Baltimore winning this one 24-21. Yeah. Anyways, next up we got Philadelphia and Cleveland. So the Eagles and the Browns, yeah, that's kind of useless, but anyways, Eagles and Browns. Personally, this game should not be like the most high-scoring game of the week, but I do think Cleveland will win this one. Carson Wentz has just been playing really bad all year. They lost to the Giants, as we all know. Now, I'm gonna say about the Eagles, all parties involved do deserve some blame, but the Eagles just have not been looking good this year. The Cleveland Browns, on the other hand, they've been looking all right, So I'm going to give this one to the Cleveland Browns 23-16. Next up, we got Atlanta and New Orleans. And Drew Brees, as we all know, if I'm not wrong, he's going to be out for a few weeks. So yeah, he suffered a pretty serious injury from what I've heard. It's kind of serious. So yeah, if I'm not wrong, Jameis Winston is going to be starting in this game. So because of that, I do think it will be a lot easier for Atlanta to possibly win this game. But I do think New Orleans is the better team overall. So of course, I'm going to have New Orleans winning this. However, it will not be an absolute blowout. And I have them winning, Atlanta losing 23-31. So in other words, the Saints winning 31-23. But next up, we got Cincinnati and Washington, and I'm going to have Cincinnati winning this game. Now, Washington, they nearly beat Cincinnati, but hey man, Cincinnati, if you ask me, I think Joe Burrow has been playing well, and while Washington has a pretty good defensive line, and Cincinnati doesn't have a great offensive line, I do think the Bengals are kind of the better team, I guess you could say that. And if you ask me, I just think the Bengals are going to be winning this game, and I'm going to have them winning this one 29-24. Next up, we got the Jets and the Chargers. And if you ask me, the Chargers, they lost to Dolphins. Well, we all know they lost to Dolphins a week ago, and they've had an issue with maintaining leads all year. So, that really sucks for them, but luckily they play the New York Jets, because the Los Angeles Chargers, they really just need a win right now. And I'm going to give this one, it's going to be relatively easy. I'm going to give this one to the Chargers 9-31, I guess, something like that. And the Dolphins and the Broncos is our next game. And Miami has been looking very good, Now, me as a Patriots fan, I hate the Dolphins, alright? No offense to any Dolphins fans, but I just hate the Dolphins. It's kind of like a division rival thing. I've never really liked the Dolphins, but I don't like the Broncos either. But moving on from that stuff, I think Miami has been looking pretty good all year. Now, I think Drew Lock looked terrible against Las Vegas. Now, Drew Lock, well, okay, how do I put it? The coaching staff also does have to take some blame in this, but the Broncos have not been looking great. And I know injuries have played a role in that, but if you ask me, I don't think the Broncos are going to be winning this game, especially with how Miami is playing. I'm going to give this one to Miami 24-10. And next up, we got Dallas and Minnesota. And if you ask me, even though the Minnesota, they've been looking a lot better, before, like, at the beginning of so far, I want to say, like, the first 5-6 weeks, they were looking like one of the worst teams in football right now. But, Mike Zimmer, he switched up the offense. It's more run first, and then they hit you with the occasional pass and all. But Minnesota, who knows, maybe, just maybe, they make the playoffs. Now, chances of them making the playoffs, not very high. but I do think Minnesota is going to win this game. However, I do think Minnesota's defense is not great. Plus, Dallas, the quarterback who did play, I can't remember his name. Is it, it's not Cooper Rush. Yeah, I can't exactly remember his name exactly at the moment, so please correct me in the comment section below if you guys do remember. But I do think Dallas will make this somewhat of a close game. I'm gonna have Minnesota winning, I should say, 34-26. Next up, we got Indianapolis and Green Bay. Indianapolis had a pretty good win against the Titans last week. Green Bay, if I'm not wrong, they won. They won against the Jaguars. It was relatively close, but I do think the Packers will win this one 24-20, mainly because I just think they're the better team. Plus, Indianapolis, how do I put it? If you shut down the run, they can win this game, but if the Green Bay Packers shut down the run, then the Indianapolis Colts are going to be in some serious trouble, because Green Bay has a pretty nice secondary, and the Colts, if Phillip Rivers has an issue with turning the ball over, and because of that, I just think the Packers are the overall better team. So because of that, I have them winning 24-20. Next up, we got Kansas City and Las Vegas. And if you ask me, I think the Chiefs are going to win this one. Now, the Raiders did give the Chiefs their only loss of the season so far, but I do think the Chiefs will stomp back because Patrick Mahomes is just that good, and the Chiefs might just be the best team in football. Now, I'm not trying to say the Raiders are a bad team, because the Raiders have looked pretty solid this year, but I'm going to have the Chiefs winning this one 34-24. Next up, our final game is the Rams and the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, they had a really good win against Carolina last week, and the Rams, as we all know, they beat the Seattle Seahawks. So pretty impressive wins for both teams. Jalen Ramsey, props to him for shutting down DK Metcalf. Like, even Stephon Gilmore, my guy on the New England Patriots, he couldn't stop DK Metcalf. But of course, I think the Buccaneers are just the better team. How do I put it? I just think the Buccaneers are the better team. They're more talented. Now, the Rams, I do think if their defense plays well, they can make this game a contest. I do think this game will be a contest. It will not be a blowout, but I do have Tampa Bay winning this one 33-27. And that's going to wrap up my game picks, I guess, for this week. It's week 11. So, yeah, but with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. It really means a lot to me. Make sure you like today's video if you guys did enjoy, as it really helps out the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and you're a fan of the NFL or the NBA. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers, and it would be greatly appreciated if we could reach that goal. We are very close to reaching that goal, and I'm going to be doing a Q&A when we reach 100 subscribers. So if you guys are a fan of the NFL or the NBA, and you watch this content consistently, and you guys like it, and want to learn more about me, but you guys haven't subscribed already, please make sure you guys subscribe. But with all that being said, you guys, I'm out.